So, welcome to my channel. The whole channel is about this, the fractal method and the prediction of moves in the stock market. You can use it for crypto, indices, futures, normal stocks, doesn't matter. I will show the method in itself and of course in all the other videos some predictions of myself. For the start, there are two pills to swallow. To swallow here. The first one is the most difficult and the biggest one, because with this method here, it doesn't matter who is buying, it doesn't matter who is selling, it doesn't matter what happens in the real world, fundamentals, news, and so on. With this method, you have to accept that the news are written for the moves and not the other way around. And you have to accept that the whole market isn't supply and demand. And you have to accept that this thing is running since the beginning. And not they are controlling it, or hedge funds, or somebody else. It's working all the time. And the second one you have to swallow is this method is working all the time. But the difficult part here is that you have to find where is your B, where is your A, and where is your C. And if something isn't working, well, then 99.999% the problem isn't the fractal, the problem is here. Sitting in front of the fractal and using it wrong. So, for the start, every stock can start at any point here. The IPO doesn't have to be on higher low, it doesn't have to be at C. It can start anywhere. Just for the explanation, we will start at the V&A. So, our first point is the V&A, the lowest point. Then we go up to the higher low. Then we go to the lower point of the higher low. And this higher low, the lower point, is normally the V under A of its own little a. To explain it nearer, you have on every move here, you can put this whole thing into the small pieces here for an explanation. Let's look at FFA, because it right now is doing its high low. So here, this whole thing is just high low. And for the micro tracking, here's your A, here's your B, here's your C, here's your lower high, your midpoint, your T. And it's ending in a V and A, just to show that. Okay, the very important part here is we have two pullbacks. The first one is the V and A, and the second one I will show later is the 0.5 fib retracement. The 0.5 fib retracement, if you have here your 0.5 and here your stock which is in a pullback, for the 0.5 you can bounce here, or you can bounce here, or you can bounce here. It only has to be close. If the stock is falling under it, then it's wrong tracking. For the V under A, it has to be under the bottom of A. And even if it's only 1 cent, but it has to be under it. It isn't allowed to bounce over it. So for this, higher low, V and A is finished. Your next run is your A peak. Then you get the A pullback. How can you measure the A pullback? You're just taking the 0.5 fib to your peak of A from your absolute low And okay, it's drawn badly here, but here would be your bounce target. Then you go to your B, and again, B pullback. How do you get this pullback? You just take the bottom of A, go to your B peak. Here is your bounce target, a 0.5 fib retracement from your B. And then you go to your C, which is your absolutely high. Then you fall back, go up again. Then you're creating your lower high. Then you fall again. Then the important part here is this bottom has to be lower than where it started. Otherwise, the L isn't finished. Then you come up to your M. For your M, you can draw a line from your peak of your M to the low of B. And normally you fall down, you can bounce on the trend line, you fall under it, you try to go over it, you maybe even break it, but you're not able to stay over it. And then one last time, you reject. Okay, and then you fall from your M again. Here again, the bottom of M has to be lower where it started. Then you come up to your T, your last time to sell. And after that you fall under your V and A, except if you're in B, because in B it's a 0.5 and in A. And then you're just repeating the whole fractal again. And normally for your next A and your next B, you can measure them. The next A should be near the T line and the next B should be near your M line. And then, as I already showed, between all these points, you can do micro tracking, where this whole thing is just in these places. And that's it already. The real art is, first of all, believing it. Second of all, using it right. But I can tell you, if you're using it yourself, let's say a week, or let's say at 10 stocks, you will see this fractal method everywhere. I don't even have to draw the lines anymore and see it already. And you will see, and you will have to accept that the whole market is just on this method. It maybe looks bigger, higher, smaller, longer, slower. I'm using it now 2 years. It's working. Okay, if you're interested, I upload videos quite every day. I am tracking all these stocks. Give it a try. You don't have to lose anything. See ya.